EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for October 4th, 2023. It is Wednesday, middle of the work week, and the Wednesday video forecast is proudly sponsored by the KP Agency in Easton, Pennsylvania. Get ready for the never-ending Joe Namath and J.J. Walker commercials. Medicare annual enrollment is here, and if you are close to or are over 65, you are about to be bombarded with endless Medicare solicitation. Why rely on a stranger on the other end of the phone to help you with such an important decision? The KP Agency, located in downtown Easton, is a reliable and friendly source you can count on for an unbiased review and direction on your Medicare plan choices, and at no cost to you for doing so. Give Kristen a call or text at 908-329-7140. That's 908-329-7140. Or visit them online at thekpa.net. They are the KP Agency in Easton, Pennsylvania, proud sponsors of the Wednesday video forecast. So I didn't have to change the image because we had much of the same like we had since this past Sunday. Mostly sunny skies and another delightful day. Probably the peak heating day of this current warm stretch. We were always talking about the first couple of days, for 3-4 days of October, being exceptionally warm. We are going to come down a little bit on Thursday, but it's still going to be a mixture of clouds and sun here on Thursday. And then I think clouds increase on Thursday night ahead of our next system, which is a cold front. Now, this did slow down a little bit since the most recent run that we did, our most recent video that I did yesterday. And so now this might involve more of your Saturday. So just don't plan on, getting a whole lot done on Saturday, at least for the first half of the day. There is some hope that it moves out soon enough in the second half of the day to allow you to do at least something. But the better day of the weekend looks like it's going to be Sunday. Here is Friday, again, increasing clouds later Thursday night. And then here is Friday, just a stray, spotty, isolated shower here possible on Friday. But otherwise, we're mostly cloudy to overcast ahead of this cold front. And then overnight, this cold front will move through. The European model here has it moving through on Saturday and going all the way through late afternoon before it finally pulls away. And actually, northern New Jersey might not get done with that until early evening before that finally pulls away, our northeastern areas, as you can see here. So it's kind of, what this is doing is basically swinging in here, and it's going to, with the upper level low that's driving this up in the Great Lakes. So what we're going to see is all this kind of diving in this direction. So all the precipitation is going to push like that. Here's your upper level low over the Great Lakes. The surface low is up here with the attached cold front sitting down here like this. So, the upper level low is really allowing this to swing in, and it's going to be the trough that is associated with that upper level low is going to turn tilt negative, and that is going to allow for that precipitation to move in that manner. So if I back this up a little bit, you can see it kind of, instead of coming straight through like a normal line you would expect with a cold front, it's going to, see how it twists and turns, and that's because of the upper level low here in the Great Lakes. So what's good, we're going to narrow down timing as we get to the end of the week. I don't have the NAM in full range yet. I will tell you that the European model still remains the latest with this in terms of timing. The other models are not as late with it as far as how long it lasts on Saturday. So there is some hope for the second half of Saturday yet. We're not entirely out of the woods. Now, we have another feature here that is Tropical Storm Philippe, which is now just north of Puerto Rico, and it's going to be drifting off to the north over the next couple of days. And then by the end of the week, it will be several hundred miles off the Carolina coast here. This is going to heading up in this direction just like this. It should stay offshore, not now looking at this making an impact directly, except to enhance rainfall with it across New England as this trough catches up to it. But when they have this, if this system ends up being stronger that's off the coast, it could rob some of the energy from this this front as this swings through. So we might be just dealing with less precipitation in that case because it's pulling all the available energy with the stronger system offshore. So that's a possibility too. Not really shown here on the European model because this isn't particularly strong, but it does take a little bit out. It just makes it showers over a region. That's it. We're not looking at severe weather. Maybe an embedded thunderstorm in there, but doesn't look like we're going to be dealing with severe weather with this particular system. Taking a look at the GFS, that shows you a little bit better. A little bit more formidable to our west as it gets toward us. Again, here's Philippe out here. Starts pulling some of the moisture away, so you don't have a whole lot over our region and it just swings through. But the timing of this is Saturday morning. here on the GFS, the latest run of the GFS. Does have some showers during the morning. May linger into early afternoon, but then it's out a little bit quicker. So again, we're not sold on timing yet with what with what the cold front's going to do, and the NAM is not currently in range. We don't have this going out any farther than overnight Friday night. It's not in range yet. Once that becomes in range, we will see what it does, but it does have a stronger, more formidable system out here, which could mean less precipitation with the front, like I was talking about here. So we'll wait and see how that works out. But one thing we do know is behind the system, once this upper low kicks into gear, we got some really chilly air coming in here, and this is going to be a big change from what we had earlier in the week in the last couple of days. Temperatures are going to continue to go down from what they are today. Again, tomorrow's not bad. 75 to 80 is this temperature spread, so it's still a pretty nice day with a mix of sun and clouds. And then Friday, I think we shave a couple more degrees off of that. Most likely looking about a 4-degree drop here from Thursday to Friday, and then Saturday, as that front moves through, you'll be in the 60s because you're going to have the showers around, at least in the morning. It's not really going to be able to recover. And then Sunday, on the opposite side of that, we'll be stuck in the 50s in some interior locations. Upper 50s and near 60 degrees is what we're looking at for the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday time frame. So it's going to be a lot chillier than we've been expecting. Now, the only caveat to this is once this system moves through completely and we have some of that really cold air moving, or cooler air, I shouldn't say cold, it's not really cold, but especially when we get to Sunday night, Monday night, if we can get a clear night in there, which I think Sunday night will be, there's the opportunity for some frost. You see this 540 line, the blue line right here, is pretty far off to the south here. Okay, so that tells me if we get enough radiational cooling and temperatures cooperate, you can get some frost in our interior locations. It might be far northern interior, but we can have some areas getting some frost out of this with that trough settling in here on Sunday night. And that will last through the early part of next week. We have the cooler temperatures continuing. We're going to call it partly to mostly cloudy here on Monday, though, because you still have this upper level low very close off to the north. Could be a shower in our northern areas with that as it swings by. And then Tuesday is right here. It's still chilly, but it's still starting to recover a little bit back to either side of 60 degrees by the time we get to Tuesday of next week. So a quick shot of fall coming next week. It'll feel more like November, whereas the beginning of the week feels a lot more like early September instead of October 4th. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marcus. That is your outlook for October 4th, 2023. Can't get on that October kick yet. It doesn't feel like October, but October 4th, 2023. Have a great Wednesday.